I do have this song. It's the Little Mermaid song,
Right.
and it's probably my best work. But people want to sing the words to the song they know, but I rewrote the words. So
Right.
sometimes if they're drinking, they'll start singing.
What song
along.
is that? Because
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat?
oh yeah, when they're under the water.
Part of
Ariel.
that world, the Ariel song. Yeah, so people
Ah.
want to sing the word because everyone knows it, and then I'm like, nope, my words are different.
Welcome to the Comedy Equation with the Powell Brothers, where every episode begins with a joke. Here we go.
I'm your host, Frank Powell, and of course we have my brother, Mark Powell, over here.
Mark Powell.
Today we're going to check out Margaret Star. Let's see what she has.
Wise men say only fools rush in. Everyone, 'cause I can't help falling in love with your potential.
Margaret, that was good. That made
Thanks.
me laugh. It was funny.
Good.
Do you actually believe you have a resting bitch
Oh yeah,
face?
oh yeah, all my life. I'm just sitting there chilling and just like, are you okay? What's
Yeah.
wrong? I'm like, I'm just sitting here. And so then you have this pressure, and then you walk on the street, and and
Yeah.
old men come up to you, just like, well, honey, you look prettier if you smile, and it's like, well,
And you're in
I'm
a
just
good mood.
walking.
Yeah.
Right.
leave
You're
me
in a
alone.
good mood. There's nothing wrong. You just have
Yeah.
that look.
Yeah.
I was in a class at San Diego State, and the guy stopped the whole class, and he looked at me, and he goes, "Are you upset with me?" And it was like 100 people, and he was looking at me, and I'm like, "What?" And I guess I sit there like that too. When I'm focused, I'm like,
Yeah. I'm
and-
thinking hard.
Yeah, and
you
he
know?
thinks
No.
I want to kill him.
No,
after
you said
class.
I'm Italian.
So many people
Yeah, I'm
after
Italian.
shows
I'm Italian.
too.
That's how we look.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
exactly.
funny. I'm Italian. I'm not Italian.
So what do you call a guy? A guy can't have a resting bitch face.
That's a good
No,
point.
you can't. We got to come up with one. Okay, before the end of the podcast, we have to come up with
Right.
one. Well, maybe the audience can text us.
I don't know. I think men can be bitches.
Yeah.
sometimes,
really?
So.
Oh, they can act like bitches for sure. I've
Yeah,
met a few of
I
them.
think it could
So,
work.
so what motivated you to going on stage is tough. So what motivated you to actually do this?
To do stand up?
Yeah.
Well, I'm an entertainer. My whole life I've just performed, in theater and shows and musicals, and then I got into opera, and I always just wanted to make people laugh. Like I was just always trying to make people laugh.
Did they laugh when you were singing opera?
Well, when I do comedic opera, there's a lot of comedic opera, and that's
Right.
what I would prefer to do. I developed severe performance anxiety in college and grad school. And so the only thing that would make me less nervous is the comedic stuff, especially for auditions.
Right.
I would get so nervous. But if I had a comedic aria to sing, and there are some,
Right.
then I would feel much more comfortable. So
Where'd you go to college?
I went to University of Washington in Seattle.
Uh-huh.
Majored in music. Hmm.
Is that something that when you're backstage with all those comedians, is that a problem with a lot of people to get that stage fright or stage anxiety?
I don't get it anymore with stand up.
And how did you get rid of it?
Therapy?
Really?
Oh yeah, great. I have a great therapist, and just a lot of work on developing better self-esteem too. Just having confidence in yourself is so important, and just
Right.
knowing your material too. Like, I know my jokes will work, so I have confidence in it. If I'm trying to like memorize something new, I will be more nervous if it's a new bit. But I definitely have healed a lot. So yeah.
How do you feel or I should ask you, have you ever bombed?
Yes.
So
Yes.
what does that do to the level of anxiety when you're up on stage? A joke goes flat. Do you treat it more like something to learn from, or
Oh yeah, it doesn't really bother me anymore. It's just like, I wonder what happened there.
Mhm.
Like a puzzle to solve.
Is it so
So-
sometimes you're doing the same act
right?
in front of a
Right.
different audience
Mhm.
and the audience are laughing
Right.
Mhm.
and then the other audience doesn't laugh?
Mhm.
What how does that work?
I don't know. It depends on the situation. Like I don't think there's a black and white answer. There's so many factors that go into what makes people laugh, like the environment. Like
Mhm.
if you're in a theater, way easier because
Mhm.
everyone's attention is on you. But if you're in a restaurant or a bar, people are distracted and
Right.
talking. So it's way harder to get the laugh, because people are distracted and they're not hearing everything you're saying. So it's your job to really get their attention. So I think that has a big, like one time, the last really bad bomb I remember I was
Nuclear.
my
Tell
last
us,
bomb.
what happened? Yeah.
Was an
The real bitch
outside.
face came in.
Outside venues are hard too, because the sound goes up and it's
Right.
outside. People were high,
Yeah.
and I had two
At
fans.
a comedy store?
It was outside at a bar, and they were
What do you mean high?
like they were
smoking
smoking
weed?
outside right there.
Okay.
And I had two fans. I had two fans that came to it, and
Yeah.
they sat in the front row, and they knew all my jokes.
Yeah.
And they were new fans, so they were so excited to come, and they kept yelling out my punchlines,
No.
No.
and it
No.
really threw me off. It had
Oh
never
my
happened to
God.
me before.
Why would they do that?
And I was like so startled. I forgot to introduce my piano. Usually, I'm like, "Here's my piano," you
Right.
know, like
Yeah.
ha ha ha. And
Flustered you.
I just went right into my song, and I heard this girl going, "What's going on?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like-
she's deviating. Those aren't
And it
fans.
just,
We know your
people
act.
were confused, and so there were a lot of factors that went into that. I think into why like my jokes weren't landing, and you know,
Are you
it
sure
happens.
are you sure there wasn't two girls that were there to make you do bad for some other comedian? Because that don't sound like fans if you're going to throw out
No,
your
they're
jokes
so
like that.
sweet. They were
Oh,
a
they are?
couple. They're wonderful. They're like my favorite fans, and
So they just wanted to be part of it.
they didn't know not
Right.
to yell out the punch. They had been drinking too, and they were just
Yeah.
excited. So they don't do that anymore. They don't yell out the
Yeah. I
punchlines.
can imagine the conversation afterwards. Like, what were you thinking?
Oh my God.
But you
what the
can't
hell?
control it. Like I do have this song. It's the Little Mermaid song,
Right.
and it's probably my best work. But it people want to sing the words to the song they know, but I rewrote the words. So
Right.
sometimes if they're drinking, they'll start singing.
What song
along.
is that? Because,
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat?
oh, yeah,
You know-
when
you
they're
know,
underwater.
part of
Ariel.
that world. You know the Ariel song. Yeah. So people
Yeah.
want to sing the word because everyone knows it, and then I'm like, nope, my words are different.
Do you miss not doing actual theater instead of doing, or is it the same?
This is the thing. Like I really love stand up so much more because I get to do my own I get to create my own pieces. I don't have to do what somebody else wrote. I don't have to be a character that someone else wants me to be. I get to be what I want to be, and I don't have to wait around in rehearsals. Like there's so much restrictions with doing theater rehearsal. You don't get paid much,
Right.
and you go to these long rehearsals. You're just
I
twiddling
know.
your thumbs, waiting, and it's just so much time. And then you do the show, and then it's over. And I just love that I get to create my own content, and I get to be in control of my own schedule. It's really hard being an artist, not getting paid, and
Right.
Yeah, you think?
trying to like schedule, because I'm a voice teacher, so I have to teach in the evening sometimes too. And it's just, I couldn't do opera because the schedules just didn't match. And I just wasn't that into it, honestly.
Do you remember the comedian Weird Al Yankovic?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
fan.
But he didn't have you have a good voice. His voice.
He's actually a really good singer.
Is he really?
Yeah, I think so. He's very
Yeah.
good with he has good vocal control. Yeah.
I think that was one of the
What
first.
But I
happened
think
to
it's part of his style.
I don't
to,
know.
like,
I haven't
sound
heard
funny.
he
He
would
still
make
performs all
over.
over. Yeah,
Does
I
he?
saw him a couple years ago here in San Diego.
Oh yeah, he was.
Oh.
I think he's a veteran at doing the parodies on the songs. He was funny.
I can't
yeah.
even.
People
I can't
used
he's
to
the
take him
master.
unseriously.
I
It was
can't
like, who
remember
is
one
this
of his
guy?
songs. Let's
I
see.
can't either, but I just remember
Oh,
going,
I
who
know
is
so
this
many.
guy?
What
Yeah,
what
just
was that?
eat it. Just
Oh, yeah.
eat
Eat
it.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
He was
his most famous
he's a
one is the
big-
Gangster's Paradise, the Amish Paradise.
Amish,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
That song
Oh,
is
we got to play a little bit of that
hilarious.
on the thing.
Yeah,
That was
well,
funny.
hilarious.
Yeah, we'll put that in the post.
Yeah.
He has so
Have-
many good ones.
Have you ever been in a lineup where the person just before you smashes like kills it, and you're like, oh no, I got to go next? Have you been in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me though, because my stuff is so different.
Right.
So no, I like it when someone does well, because then the audience is ready to go.
Ready to
you
go.
know?
Nobody does what you do.
No, I haven't
Nobody
seen
does
it.
what
No.
there's other musical
No, not the way
comedians.
you
Well,
sing.
they're not trained opera singers.
Yeah.
You know, you got,
There's some other opera singer comedians, yeah.
well, I mean,
Really?
globally, yeah, but
Yeah.
not in San Diego.
Not in San Diego.
Right, that's what we're
there's,
talking
There's
about.
another guy in LA that I know of, Todd Strange.
Okay,
He's
so
really
there's
good.
two
yeah.
in California.
Yeah. It's hard to sing opera.
I don't know how many people have went from professional opera singing to become a
Yeah.
comedian and then bring those two genres together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think is so unique. And I don't know how you do it, but you can actually play that piano well. And that piano is like
That's small.
it's
The piano is
tiny.
was an accident. I was taking Tony Calabrese's class. There was no way I was doing stand up without taking a class. Was way too scared. And I had postpartum depression and anxiety at the time because I had just had a baby. She was like a year and a half when I took my first class, and so I didn't want to sing anymore. It was like it was COVID time
Well, it's
too.
called-
So I was like,
yeah.
That's the
my
word.
singing days are over. I'm just a mom now. I'll
Right.
try stand up and I just didn't feel like I just didn't know what to sing. I didn't feel like it. And he interviewed me and he was like, well, you have to sing. And I was
Right.
like, oh man. And then I was like, how am I going to sing and stand up? And I was trying to figure it out. He's like, just sing a parody. And I was like,
Right.
really? Because I write parodies all the time for fun. And I didn't think anybody would want to hear them. I just didn't think people would like it. And so I was like, well, okay. And so then I was like, well, I have to accompany myself. I don't play the guitar very well. And pianos are so big. I don't want to bring. So I was
Is
like,
that
what
a
do I
piano on your
have?
back?
So my daughter just had her first birthday and she had this like pink piano as a toy that she wasn't using because she's one.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'll just bring this to class and use it to get my pitches, And they thought it was hilarious because it's a tiny
is
little grand
hilarious.
piano. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I can do something with this. And that's how that started.
Now when she pulls that piano out, it's funny.
And then I also it doesn't get amplified. It's a toy, so you can't connect it to a speaker. But Al Gavi at Comedy Heights, you guys
We
probably
know Al.
know
Yeah,
him.
we know Al.
Al's coming in.
Oh, he is.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, great.
He'll be
yeah,
here in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
He makes instruments.
Does he
He
really?
makes-
Yeah, he makes them for fun. And so he actually was like, Margaret, I'm gonna, put this little thing in there so that you can actually connect it to a speaker with a 1/4 inch. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, great. And so he borrowed my piano, took it apart, and put in this little contraption where you can hook up a 1/4 inch
Nice.
wire to the speaker. So
Amplifier.
now I can amplify it when I go to bigger
Does it
shows.
work?
It works
Yeah.
so well.
That's crazy.
And it
Al
sounds
Gavi's a
really good.
Smart guy.
The piano doesn't sound like a toy. It sounds like a piano. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, you'll find with comedians, they're highly intelligent and highly
She
dysfunctional.
laughs. Hey, where have you been watching?
Highly
No,
intelligent.
highly intelligent, highly dysfunctional.
Honestly, I think
Honestly.
every comedian has ADHD. I
Of
think
course.
that's what,
Right. Well, what I like is that you opened up because people are watching this podcast who want to be comedians. Everyone has like a side that you need counseling, and now you it's so open now. So if you are depressed or you're going through times or postpartum depression, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Call and talk to someone. You won't believe what you'll learn about yourself, and it's almost normal like working out now. So it's not.
Let me
hey,
ask you a question
Therapy.
about that. You know,
Yeah,
with
Brought to you
therapy.
by Health.
would you
by the
recommend
comedies.
would you recommend that females that if they're feeling anxious or they have that stand up is a good way to handle that kind of anxiety?
No. I think if they want to do stand up, they should,
Okay.
but not everybody wants to. And so I think just finding a way to express yourself is really helpful. Like my therapist was I was like, I don't think I should do stand up. Who do I think I am? I'm not funny. But I really, really wanted to. And so I really was scared. And she was like, well, it sounds like you really want to do it. You should try it. So she's all about like making sure you express, work through your issues through art, just find a way to express your feelings. So stand up for me is very cathartic. It's so healing. It really helps.
It's healing for the audience too, because
yeah.
you need to laugh
Yeah.
in life. You need to hear some jokes. There's just too much heavy stuff going around.
It really like
around the
helps us
world.
connect because they can, I relate to that.
Correct.
No one's saying that. And
Right.
that's something that I wish we could say more. So I think that's true.
Mark and I are doing our job. We're selling real estate, and we say the same thing because we met so many couples, and we get to know all of them because you're with them for at least a month every day. So and we say, same problems, different address.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like every house. If
Nice.
you think you have a dysfunctional household, and you're like, I wish I was like my neighbors who are always coming out
Yeah.
smiling and they have clean cars and whatever. Guaranteed, they got problems. Everyone does.
Everybody has problems.
Everybody. And I remember seeing the.
hurts.
Yeah, that's a good song. I remember seeing this T-shirt that said, "Everyone has a challenge that you're unaware of,"
Yeah.
and it's true. So when you're speaking to someone, it's always like, well, you never know.
You know what's funny about your gift? I call singing a gift. Is a lot of people, if they say, if you could have one gift or talent, what would you want it to be? And many people say singing.
Yeah, I would
Really?
love
I want to
to
be able to sing. Yeah,
I would
can't
love that too.
Well, they can just take
No,
some voice lessons.
No.
People
no,
think
no.
they can't sing. You just have to learn how. Oh, yes, absolutely.
When Frank
God.
sang
Everyone
once
can
and
sing.
dolphins were flipping in the ocean, bats were losing their
Oh yeah. They called the police.
You have to do
They call that-
training
This
to
guy's
get good
getting
at singing. though.
assaulted.
Not everyone is born just with a voice. Like you train. You really have to train.
Yeah,
build
because there's
muscles.
vocal
It's a
cords, there's
sport.
muscles, and there's
Yeah,
everything.
it's a sport.
Just
so.
like being a comedy. The reason why we named this
Yeah.
the comedy equation, because there is an equation from the
Oh.
stage to the arena, and there's things that you have to do every day. Like you went through it, you're up on the stage, you get postpartum depression. I don't want to sing anymore. I'm not sure. Should I follow this, comedian? You happen to meet Tony Calabrese. Shout out to Tony Calabrese who takes these people and actually, motivates
so
them.
grateful
Yeah.
for him.
Right. And he's
'cause-
like a saint. He just
Yeah.
knows how to do it. And once you get that push, you're A, B, C, D, E. There's an equation to this. There's an equation to be successful. Just like singing, you got to work on the vocal cords. You can't just born being a great
yeah, you
singer.
got to train.
So you got to keep doing what you're doing.
Yep.
Where do you see yourself in like 2 years? Where do you want to be? Like seriously, as far
in
as
2
comedy,
years,
not,
I want to make more money.
yeah,
Perform because this is what I went to school for, performing, and
Right.
I want to like feel like I'm doing it for real. And as an
Professional.
artist, it's just hard, with opera, with anything. As a musician, it's so hard to like
Right.
really make a living at it. So I would like to have, I would love to become a headliner eventually, and eventually in long term, tour and stuff. That's definitely my dream. Now I do have a 4-year-old, so
Yeah.
trying to realistically see how to make that work as a mom is tricky. But yeah, I just want to perform, more locally, get bigger gigs, and
So you've
get better at my craft.
You've performed at almost every club here in San Diego, I suspect.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite of all of them? Oh, you
Ooh.
can't. Oh, sorry. You
Yeah,
can't
throw
say
somebody-
that.
I mean, the one I perform most at is Mic Drop
Right.
and Comedy Heights. But yeah, that's just where I perform the most.
I like
and
Mic Drop.
I love it there. They're a great club, and I produce a show there too.
Yeah.
Oh, you do? What kind of show do you produce?
It's a musical comedy show.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And how many
called
people
Pitch
are in it?
Please.
I'm like
Pitch,
Pitch
please.
Pitch
Perfect.
Please.
Can we look it up on the internet, or is this something that's out there yet?
I don't have an Instagram for it yet, but I'm gonna create one.
Because
Yeah.
there's a whole bunch of people that would love singing. There's
It's music,
especially the
comedy.
younger. They want to hear that singing. The girls,
It's a nice combo.
because you have a beautiful voice, opera voice, and then when you could put those lyrics and change them up like that. I was into your singing, and then the last line when you said "resting, bitch," it's just like the best ending because you go from "oh my god" to laughter.
Well, you don't expect that to be.
You don't expect it,
No.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very deceiving because you go up there very proper, and all of a sudden you just start laying it down, and everyone's like, "Oh, okay, this is actually a
Yeah.
good comedian." There's another store in La Jolla called the Comedy Store. Did you ever
yeah.
play? Did you play?
I go there
perform
open mic. I'm not a regular there yet,
Okay.
but I would like to be.
What's the difference between the Comedy Store and the Mic Drop as far as performance and what you can do and what you can't do? Is there any difference?
I think the Comedy Store, you have to audition for them. They're very strict. And there's a process, like you have to go through their open mic for a long time, and then you audition for them, and then they interview you, and either you work as a staff member there or you just get passed. Mic Drop, you can just,
Go.
I know a lot of the producers there, and so you get booked on shows way more easily. You don't have to be a regular to perform there.
Mhm.
You can just, I get on shows there a lot.
What about
and-
corporate events? Are you ever called out to do like corporate events, not just
yeah,
the
I've done a
mic?
couple, but usually you need to have clean comedy,
Right.
and I only
Yeah.
have about 15 minutes of clean.
Clean comedy,
so
right?
Good. Then you're
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
10 to 15.
We don't hear.
What they say is when they're teaching it, I talked to Tony about this. If you want to do corporate, if you want to do big events, if you want to go large, typically you have to be concerned about the language you use and
Yeah.
the performance, and they want it
Yeah.
clean because someone's always going to get offended
It's-
anyway.
Yeah.
But that's why I like the Comedy Store in La Jolla. Like I said in the last episode, is almost anything goes. And I was even shocked. And I love raunchy stuff. I want to hear cuss words, and I want it to be real.
Yeah.
But even there, I'm like, oh my God, did that guy just say that? Like, that's borderline. Like,
yeah. Sometimes you're like, I didn't really
Yeah,
need
like,
to hear
oh,
that.
no.
It's a little
Yeah.
too far.
Yeah, I look around the other people like, who's reacting to this?
The hard part with me is I'm trying so hard to be clean, but the thing that's funny about me is that I seem so wholesome.
Yeah, you look
And-
clean.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a very like, hi, I'm a mom, and then blah blah blah, and they're like, did she
Oh my
just
God,
say
yeah,
that?
Exactly.
So
That's good.
That's part of my shtick, and so it's kind of hard for me to be clean with that being what's funny about me.
Oh,
so
be funny. I like that better. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you make look easy that you think is the most difficult when you go on stage? Because you flow, but you still have to. You're in a song. You're playing a piano.
I think playing the piano is hard. Playing the
That little
piano
piano.
is because I'm not really
Because
a pianist.
I saw her looking down at that piano. You have to kind of look. It's not like
Yeah.
regular piano where you know your fingers are. You have to kind of.
Yeah, and I'm just not a pianist. Like I'm not like that's not really something I would say I am. I'm a one-handed pianist. But it's I have to really make sure I know my chords and I know the piano part really well before I feel confident in it. Otherwise I'll play some wrong
Yeah.
notes. And now that it's amplified, everyone hears it. So I have to really be on top of that. That's probably the hardest thing for me. And the darn piano breaks. Sometimes the keys fall off.
Oh no!
God, it's a
Because
toy.
it's a toy, and so that's
You should get another one. You need
really-
a backup piano.
I do. I'm gonna order one actually. I have two actually already.
You go,
So I need to get
hey,
another
hold
one.
on, everyone.
And then I
gotta-
have to ask
gotta-
Al Gavi to put in another like.
Oh yeah. Hopefully he remembers how he did it.
At least you can buy a piano in your size at Target or Walmart.
Yeah, Amazon. You can find
Amazon.
them on Amazon. Yeah. So
So
Are
there's
they
pink-
always pink?
you can get different colors, but I think pink works for
Yeah,
me.
pink
Yeah.
works.
So
It's up
it's
on the stage.
my
What
thing.
kind of advice would you give the female comedians who are coming up who are just like you, going, I want to do this. I don't know if I can. I'm a little bit. I'm in a weird, strange environment. What do you advise, or if you have advice?
Yeah, I think just give it a try. Write a lot. I remember when I finally realized I wanted to try stand up, I was so excited. I just wrote all the time. It was terrible jokes, like really bad. But I was just like writing. I didn't know what I was doing, but I just had all these ideas I needed to get out. And then I took a class. So everyone's different. Some people will say, why do you take a class? You should just do open mics. And I think
No.
if you want to get good at a craft, you need to get some coaching.
Exactly.
you.
But you also need to get the experience. And so I think do both. I didn't feel confident to do an open mic until after 2 classes. So I took 2 classes and then I was like, okay, I think.
You mean 2 classes or 2 of the 6-week things?
Yeah, I took 2 of the 6-week classes.
Yeah, so it's not just 2.
That was me. Some people just go right
It's
in
a
and
lot.
What's
Yeah,
the
I was
school
not.
Tony runs?
he teaches it at National Comedy Theater and also Point Loma Playhouse.
Okay, good.
So he has 2
So
separate.
look those up, folks, if you want to do
And
this.
he's a really supportive teacher, really great teacher. I felt so supported. And I'm so grateful because I wasn't going to be singing anymore. But because of him, now I'm singing and I love it now again. So
Good.
I'm really grateful for
How's that
that.
postpartum depression? Is it gone?
I think so. Yeah, I mean,
It's been 4 years.
I'll probably always
I don't know how long it
deal.
lasts. I, never had a kid.
I had,
I never
anxiety.
gave birth.
But you can.
It's the hormones exaggerate,
according to
what
some.
If I identify, maybe I can get pregnant.
men can get postpartum depression too.
See?
It's just depression.
You know why? Because we're thinking like, oh no, no sex for 2 years minimum. That's depressing.
2. Yeah, you're lucky. There's only
I guess
2.
I almost have sex with my wife every night. I almost had sex last night. I almost had sex the night
That's
before.
funny. I almost did it. We almost did it.
And then when we finally have, the kids are in bed and we finally have time, it's like, can we just sleep?
Exactly.
You're so exhausted
Yeah.
halfway through
Yeah.
a movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. So where are we going to see you next? Like, how can people look you up? Where do you have a handle? Do you have?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram
Okay.
at Margaret Sings Funny.
Okay,
And TikTok.
Margaret. Let's get that out there. Margaret Sings Funny.
Mhm.
And what else?
TikTok, same thing. At
TikTok.
Margaret Sings Funny. I also, I teach voice, so I have a voice teacher website for
Oh,
anybody
wow.
interested in voice lessons.
Yeah,
My
and-
daughter took voice lessons for years.
Really?
With
Oh,
Lee
great.
Scarrett.
I don't know who they are. I'm kind of new to
Lisa.
the area too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, his
And
daughter. She started. She was decent, but after she took those voice lessons, because I didn't know about them,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw her performing at this club or a bar wherever we were. I couldn't believe
It was
her.
at Martini's
that's
above
great.
Oh, yeah.
4th.
Martinez
Remember?
above Force, right?
Martinez. That was a great. It's shut
That-
down.
Yeah, and your kid was like 15 singing
Oh,
in
yeah,
a
in
bar.
a
with
martini
Martinez.
bar.
That's
It's funny.
great. Oh, that's great.
Don't
I'm in the
Carter-
back drinking a martini, and she's up there singing.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was listening, and I'm like, is
She
that
has good
really her?
voice.
Yeah, good voice.
Yeah, you need to take training.
But
You
I've
learn how to
watched.
control.
I watched how hard it is. Like
Mhm.
they like sing from your diaphragm and don't be too nasally and your palate and all sorts of what I don't know. I don't do it,
Well,
but
nasality is important actually for singing. But
You just pay for it.
I just paid for it. Yeah,
We
it
don't
was
need
worth
those
it though.
deals.
Yeah, she did like
It also builds confidence as well. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
just teach you how to sing, but it shows that you can go from point A to point B, and you think you'll never break through that ceiling. And when you break through that ceiling, it's really
Can you sing a
rewarding.
little bit? I don't want to
I
put you
didn't
on.
warm up, but
That's
sure,
okay,
what
but
do you want me
like-
to sing?
Yeah, I was going to ask
Look,
her
we
that
need,
too.
no,
but-
we need to get we need to, exactly. Go get the Listerine. No,
Listerine?
yeah, to warm up. You can gargle
No,
with
no,
it.
no.
What are you, 1980s?
No,
Nobody
no,
even knows what
Listerine.
Listerine
No,
is.
no. You know, the best thing to have is an
Mouthwash.
apple.
An apple?
yeah.
Oh, really?
Because
We
it
don't-
moistens the vocal folds.
Does it really?
We have
It's a similar pH to phlegm.
tobacco and nicotine. We don't have
Exactly.
Oh,
apples.
perfect.
How about
oh,
I got a
absolutely.
Zen.
Just go
Yeah, I
smoke a
want a
little.
Zen.
Want a Zen? That'll work.
I wonder if there's
No, you
people out
actually
there.
have to
No,
do
that Little
exercises,
Mermaid
but-
song was funny.
Oh gosh, I don't know if I should
Is it-
do that on here.
Go ahead.
Oh,
You can
why
do whatever you
not?
want.
Yeah, this is your show.
Yeah.
Well, my parents will probably be watching this later.
Oh, I see. Well,
Oh,
you're
it's really that
I
good?
haven't posted
Oh,
that.
this
on
is a
Instagram.
tease. This is a
Yeah.
tease.
a closet comedian. Your parents don't even know what you're doing on stage. Would you tell them I just sing opera?
They've only seen the cleaner stuff. So.
Okay.
Oh.
You
Okay.
want to
The
keep
Little
that
Mermaid
separate?
song is-
We're not going to go dark here.
No, they're discovering you right now.
No,
Come
everybody.
to a show. You'll see the Little Mermaid
That's
song.
good. Yeah, we want to hear the. Can you just go to the part before it gets dirty?
There, it starts immediately.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
It starts
we.
immediately.
I want to see
No,
that.
we have to see that now.
Everybody's going to have to see Margaret.
Yeah, everyone wants to-
sings
'cause
dirty.
Every
Is it
parent-
Margaret sings dirty or Margaret sings funny?
Margaret sings funny.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Not everything I do is dirty.
Margaret the bitch face.
Margaret,
sings
the resting
dirty.
bitch
Like,
face,
God
sings dirty.
dang.
God, you're gonna have.
Yeah,
I want
popular.
to date her.
I would. Hey, she's single
Yeah,
now.
she's single now.
Well, maybe.
Well, that's
Yeah.
gonna be good. I'm telling you, there'll be a lot of people that want to come and see your act now.
Yeah, everyone who sees those Disneys who has kids and listen to that song 2,000 times, it's like we need a comedic break. That'd be awesome.
You know what's a
Yeah.
good? You know another song. Do you do "Let It Go"? Let it go.
I do. With the
Okay.
yeah,
Is that
Good
dirty
imitation,
too?
Mark. Let it
a
go.
little,
Let
but
it-
I could do that one.
Okay, let's hear.
I
it.
do like a whole Disney bit where I do impressions of what it would be like if Disney princesses were in a divorcee support group.
Oh, let's
Okay.
do it.
Okay, let's do a little one.
So, but I haven't. Okay, we'll see how it sounds because I didn't warm up. But
It's okay. You can. Jesus
see.
can auto tune you.
Yeah.
We'll just auto tune you.
We'll make it sound really good.
Don't
at
worry. I mean, this is like a legit
post-production.
sound people.
see. Let him know. Oh yeah. So first Aladdin comes in, and he got half of Jasmine's money. So he's all blinged out
Yeah.
with some chains and stuff, you know? So he's like, I can show you the world in my Cybertruck Tesla. So he does that. And then Elsa randomly barges in all jealous. And she's like, let him know, don't hold it back anymore. Let him know, he's flirting with a whore. So I rewrote that one.
Not original lyrics.
That's good.
Oh yeah, you know I do want to go to that show and hear
Yeah.
and hear the whole song. That's going to be that's who you are. I love that you got that little niche. Okay, so there's comedy. Everyone's basically doing the same thing. They get up there and they tell jokes, but to bring in an instrument, to bring in vocals, it just helps you. You know, I see other comedians will bring in like the violin, and just it makes it makes it a different entertainment.
Right.
It's not
And there's
more
not a lot of
entertainment.
competition. That's just one guy.
Right, exactly. A bunch of guys singing like,
I got
oh,
one guy.
A whole
He's
bunch
doing
of guys. Yeah.
what? No, one guy singing opera. It's like people.
Oh, in my niche. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, just in your
oh, in
your
LA?
genre.
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
like people don't. You know how hard.
Do
it
you
is
know
to-
the guy?
Todd Strange. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't met him in person, but we've definitely. I keep trying to get him on my show.
I'm just thinking a back and forth, a duet with you guys
Yeah,
in a
that'd be
comedy
good.
show.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Right?
Yeah.
So he has a he starts singing to you and you
You
do
could do
back
an
and
Andrew-
forth. Actually,
Andrew-
you could do that right there, and he's in a Tesla, and he's a male version. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, but that's Disney, so it's not operatic.
Oh, that's right.
But there's some operatic.
You
stuff.
do it like that Natalie Cole song with her dad.
Was that, which one is that?
You
Remember
mean
he-
Sinatra? And,
No, is it Natalie Cole?
you mean Natalie
No,
Sinatra?
no.
Or,
No,
or-
Nat King Cole.
oh,
Nat King Cole
And his daughter.
and his daughter, but he's dead, and they.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, I know
I don't know.
No, she
which
did the
that
song.
is.
after he died.
Oh yeah. That's
they
right.
merged it together.
Right.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cute.
I've heard it. It's really beautiful. Yeah,
Probably
it's a
have
good
it on
job.
it somewhere.
What's it like working with other female comedians?
Oh,
You-
great.
you guys
I
get
love
along?
the female community. It's
Yeah.
amazing. I love getting to know other female comedians. They're my favorite. I love watching female comedy.
Yeah, they're getting more popular. You know, you see them more and more because
They're funnier.
yeah,
No.
well, it's just amazing when you see someone like you go up on stage and you go, okay, she looks too proper, you know, and then all of a sudden you whip out a song like that. It's like, all right, she's one of us.
You know who
Yeah,
I saw? Heather McDonald. She has her own
Yes.
podcast, Juicy Scoop,
Yeah.
and she's a good comedian. And she's
Is she?
funny. Yeah, I mean, that they make it
Where did you see her?
at Humphreys.
Oh yeah. Have you played Humphreys?
Mm-mm.
That's big.
Oh, okay. Where is
Yeah.
that?
It's at Humphreys. it's in San Diego Bay.
Yeah, by the bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
No, I haven't.
we do
been
this
there.
podcast from San Diego, and we have these beautiful events that are right on the bay. One of them is called Humphreys.
Oh,
You
fun.
can. There's a stage where you can actually, you know, an audience that's here, but behind the stage is water. So many people, if you want to hear like a
That's
free
great.
concert, they'll get in their kayak or their little boat, and they just anchor it from their boat.
Oh, wow.
And it's a beautiful event, and there's a sunset in the back. You know, when they play. Saw Santana.
Do you work
there.
for them?
Yeah, I'm promoting them right
Yeah,
now.
jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah,
would you
get
like to
some-
buy some tickets?
Really? Gotta get them to be a
Well, isn't that
sponsor of
right?
this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good venue.
Yes, awesome.
Yeah.
Like you should.
I'll
We should
look it
get you.
up.
We'll call Tony. We'll call our Italians. You know, Tony, hook her up.
Yeah,
So-
that'd be fun.
So, okay, getting from point A to point Z. Can you actually picture yourself playing arenas?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Good.
With a teeny tiny piano might be hard.
Yeah. Would you ever go from a teeny tiny piano to a full blown piano on the stage, or is
mean,
that part of your act?
If it was the future and there was more money, you know, I would probably get like a bigger pink piano as like
Right.
a surprise,
Yeah.
or a tinier one. That actually would be
Oh,
even
that'd be-
funnier.
yeah.
But
I think that one's the perfect size because I saw you bring it up on stage. And you go, what is she going to do with that? And it's
Yeah.
actually in tune. So whatever Al Gavi did to it,
it's in tune because
Yeah, you
it's
got the
just
C and the
electronic.
B.
It's just a keyboard. So yeah,
Yeah, there's no strings.
there's no.
They don't have to call a piano
keyboard.
tuner.
oh yeah,
Yeah, you don't tune it.
It's like
it's a regular.
I think
gig.
it's a teeny bit under, actually, a little bit flat. But
When you say you're producing, what does that mean?
oh, that means I figure out the lineup. You know,
nice.
I promote it myself. My job helps a little bit, and then I perform in it too. So I usually have myself feature or something, and I have another person host because I don't like hosting. I found out,
Really?
especially when it's your own show, it's just too much to do
Right.
because you're producing and it's just too
Right.
much. So I just like to perform later and do a little bit more time too. So.
Do you travel with that group? Is some people that you really like to work with that you go, hey, I'm doing this show, and you call the same people, or do you mix it up?
Yeah, there aren't very many musical comedians in San Diego.
Yeah.
So I've had pretty much all of them that I know of on, some of them twice. So I've been getting a lot of talent from LA just to get on this because there's a lot of musical comedians in LA.
All right.
So I have them come down too.
So if you're a musical comedian and you want to be on a show produced by Margaret Star, hit her up on the DMs.
DM me.
Let's get
Yep.
out there.
Steve Martin used to play
Steve
guitar.
Martin's great.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
banjo.
No,
Yeah,
the
he played the
banjo.
the
He's
banjo.
wacky.
Yeah, so
Right.
he was good.
Oh yeah, he was funny.
So,
back
yeah.
in the
Same.
day.
It's probably more than we even know because we're not thinking exactly who plays the guitar and who sings songs. Oh, I
Right.
know one, Adam Sandler. He's always
Yeah,
played.
Adam
my
Sandler's
gosh.
a musical
He
comedian
plays a
too.
yeah.
Yeah, the bar
Yeah,
mitzvah
very
ones.
talented.
Yeah. He does a lot of those are
He
funny.
did he
He's
did
really
a special
funny.
recently.
Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Hanukkah.
He
Yeah.
did a special and he played he had a whole bunch of different guitars that he
Yeah.
picked from and everything. It was very, very good.
That's one guy who's just like stayed so grounded through the years, and he's just still a guy that you can have a beer with. That's just super solid guy. I mean, just watching, I've never met the guy, but he is somebody who just wears what he wants to wear and does movies,
Yeah.
and he's not in the highlight, doesn't do a lot of interviews,
Hmm.
and extremely wealthy and extremely successful, and you would never know it. He's really
Mhm.
wealthy, and he gives a lot of money out. So
Hmm.
shout out to him. I like him.
Yeah.
Maybe
All
you
right.
can give us some money.
Yeah, maybe give us some
Or
money.
Margaret, too.
Yeah.
All three
Margaret,
of
go
us.
get some
I'm
money.
down
and
to
bring
get
it
more
to us.
money,
Let's
It's
not
like
get money from
No, but I think it's just like anything. There's everyone. If you talk to any musician who has made it big or any comedian, they will. Even I remember Michael J. Fox was saying, "Poor guy has Parkinson's," but when he was getting in Hollywood, he was from Canada, and I remember the story. He would sleep by a phone booth on Sunset Boulevard, and because that's the only number he had. and he'd have to wait till somebody called him for an audition, and he'd just
Oh
like
my
jump into his phone booth and go hi and act like it was his phone.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, he was actually homeless. So everyone starts at ground zero. It's not, but if your heart and mind's into it and you really want to do it, there is a pathway, because we need comedy and we need more laughter in this world. So don't be shy. Get out there and kill it. Thanks so much for coming here today. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
And like I said, this comedy equation.
Yes,
Powell.
comedy. I'm Mark Powell. Yes.
And we have
Did I
Margaret.
smile enough this time?
Yeah,
Because I
last
have a
time-
resting. I have the.
Yeah, Mark had a resting dude
Sounds
face.
He goes, "You gotta
Runs-
smile
runs in the
more."
fa- Resting dude face. There you go.
Yeah,
Here.
I mean, he looks
Call
like
it
the
that.
mafia hitman. He's sitting there going like, so what do you do comedy?
Uh,
Dude, relax. Because I know he's funny, but he has that face.
I think
do
it's,
too
we should
sometimes when I
normalize it. Normalize. You don't have to smile
all the time.
Right, exactly.
It's
Just
too
be
hard.
real.
But some people smile all the time because they have a hair lip. You ever
Yeah.
notice that?
No.
And their teeth are always showing.
I don't think that's a hair. I don't know what that is.
Whatever. They just always. Some people always look like
Maybe
they're
it's that big teeth.
No, they always look like they're
No,
smiling.
no, I got you. And,
That-
they,
and
and
then-
they could be,
You ever talk to those people?
Pissed.
They always look like they're just about to laugh when you're talking to them.
Yeah, it's nice.
yeah.
It's just
I
not
wish I
us.
looked like that.
Exactly.
We'll take care of that
All right.
resting face.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank
That's
you.
part of your therapy. It's like you have to maybe get Botox or
Smile.
get one of those plastic surgeries. That lifts
Yeah.
you. Well, thanks
That's
again
right.
for coming in. Thanks
Margaret,
again for
you're
tuning
great.
in.
Okay.
Thank
We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks
Bye-bye.
for watching.
And that right there is the comedy equation.
See you soon. What are you doing right now?
I'm just watching you.
Don't look at me. Look down when you look on the floor.
It's like
The
alpha.
pressure.
It's like alpha. Who's the alpha dog? Who's alpha?
away.
Exactly.